Hello, everybody. Welcome back in another exciting episode of the Rigs and Rods Monster Jam podcast. I am Sonny Englehart, as always, joined by my color commentators, Xavier Willis and Joey DeShazer.
Yeah,
Got some exciting news for you guys. We have crowned our remaining five champions, but we actually have some news to cover this week. So, um, with that said, let's get into it with the news. So, first up, we have our next driver confirmed for World Finals. That being John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity, picking up a series championship, going back to back for the first time.
you'll love to see it from Lil Zim.
So he is roster number 3 for the World Finals. If you're wondering why I said number 3, you're about to find out in just a second. We had some news occur just a couple of days ago, believe it or not, and it was actually related to a arena show, that being in Huntsville, where the series points leader Blake Granger, Monster My Dalmatian, was having a normal Monster Jam freestyle until. Oh, hold on. This was the event in question. So as you can see, Blake went over the arena pod. Everything went normal until the back tires hit the top of the pod right here, right in front of your screen. You'd be thinking, oh, what? You know he's going to pull out a save. That's not exactly what happened. The truck went into a nose wheelie, got stuck on one wheel, then started to roll. It rolled so violently that it went outside of the venue.
Yeah, fortunately.
Oh, and that's not the craziest part, fellas, because just a little while after, like 2 days later, after the Huntsville show, I wake up to a message saying that Blake Granger is no longer on the Monster Jam website. Then I think to myself, that's funny, because Blake Granger was competing earlier, was going to compete again this upcoming week. That is not what happened.
Nope.
Sorry. So, that's not what happened at all. A little while later, we had received a rumor going around that Blake Granger was released by Feld. Released is the choice word of being either let go or fired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we all were hoping that it wasn't true. Just yesterday, we had received news from Blake Granger himself that he was indeed fired. Wait. Blake Granger was indeed let go by Feld, so he will not be competing to redefend his world championship from World Finals. He will not be able to get an automatic invite to World Finals. Nothing. Blake Granger is gone. We don't know what's going to happen, because Blake was originally supposed to take the place, but because he won the international series, but that's not going to happen now because he got left up. So they're going to find a new replacement, and we're also going to talk about something else that occurred as well. So because of Blake Granger being let go, A couple of drivers are slated to drive Monster Mutt Dalmatian for the rest of the season. Those being Geneva Keller and Ryan Vargas. Geneva Keller is this week, but Ryan Vargas is on the points standings in the Monster Jam website. So, yeah, I'm not sure whether they're going to put Geneva or freaking Ryan Vargas on there.
I still find that very ironic. If you know, you know.
Indeed, ironic, but the more you know, I guess.
Okay.
Okay, before we go any further, what are your guys' thoughts?
Honestly, it was a stupid decision, honestly. Over just a crash? Fucking really?
Yeah.
Like, that's just saying that formerly fucking either Alex Blackwell or fucking Gravedigger, whoever the fuck the driver was, that did that fucking that fucking crash back in the 80s, where he literally almost like crashed into the freaking stands.
Exactly.
And then what?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And that's basically also saying that Alex Blackwell was fired from like friggin' in the thing at the World Finals in 2000,
Exactly.
World Finals 10. How the fuck do you do that and then get fired afterwards? Like,
This is your
you
warning
make
now.
no sense these days, man. You make no fucking sense at all.
Yes, this is your warning for this podcast episode. We are a little bit upset over the decision, so this one will be a little bit more of a mature audience episode.
Yeah.
So
sorry.
If you hear swearing, you guys know why.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So Julian, what is your thoughts to this dumb decision?
Okay, for one, Xavier makes a ton of points. Crashes like this have happened before, and majority of them are like out of their control. With Gravedigger, obviously the bounce with Captain's Curse, the brakes failed, so had no choice in that. And with Dalmatian, well, it's the same scenario. He didn't know where he was going to crash, so I don't really see how it was his fault. And besides the point, if it was to be, really, you just have to blame the because there's no telling what could have happened in that scenario. And firing him because of something that was out of his control is very unjust, for one. And again,
This is where I have to cut you off, Julian.
Makes no sense.
I'm sorry, I have to cut you off. I had received word that Blake was full on in control. I had to cut you off there because Blake was in control. So, who knows? It could have. I don't know if there was anything else he could have done, to be fair.
Well, I guess Monster Truck throw it out for him, I guess.
Yeah, but I hope Blake does well. And shout out to Blake Ranger. He was super cool. I messaged him once, let him know that we all support you no matter what. And
I'm actually friends. I actually have him on Instagram. So
do I. Except he hasn't followed me back yet, but it's okay.
He actually followed me back.
It's a start. It's okay. It's just a start. I'm not worried. If it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
Also, Xavier, I'm going to be sending you a video here real shortly of a new pack that somebody made,
Oh.
and it looks a little cursed, to say the least. But
Oh gosh.
yeah, you'll see it when you get it. Anyway, before we get more into the ROR stuff, as you guys know, we have 3 champions, that being Weston Anderson, Gravedigger, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity, and Tristan England in JCB.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't know who's going to be taking Blake Granger's place, so right now the 4th one is a mystery. I guess we'll find that out on May 11th. Which, by the way, will also be live right here on YouTube, getting our reactions to it.
Yes.
Renee.
So it'll be a special Inside Razor Rod's Monster Jam episode, or should I say a special Inside Razor Rod's Monster Jam episode dedicated to the real-life Monster Jam reaction.
Yeah.
I know, not something I don't usually say.
Exactly.
Is there anything else in regards to real news? I think there was a stadium stop this week. Where was it? Nashville?
Think so.
I think it was a rainy one, was it not?
It
I
was.
think.
I'm pretty sure that was Tyler's series.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and this upcoming weekend, believe it or not, there's a show in East Rutherford. Not only that, we'll also have another reaction as well a little shortly after, because Monster Jam will also be attempting the world speed record, trying to take it away from Joe Sylvester. And the driver for that truck has been announced, fellas.
Yep.
Camden Murphy is slated to drive that for the world record attempt. Honestly, I could see the point, but the problem I have is that, no offense, I think Bryce Kenny had a better attempt at speed anyway.
Fair enough.
Because Bryce Kenny was a drag racer.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Camden Murphy is a somewhat NASCAR driver.
That's true.
Well, the Cup Series. If that,
No, he
if
didn't
that counts.
make it to Cup. He didn't make it to Cup. As far as he went to trucks only. That's it.
Which is funny.
That's as far as I know. I don't think he's made an O'Reilly series start, or for all you liberals who still believe in this, the Xfinity series. Or Busch series. Whatever. Who cares? The point is, it's the second series.
Yeah.
Towards Cup. Anyway, besides that, let's see. I'm trying to think what. I know there was more news, but before we get to the champions, obviously. I believe that's. I don't know if that's it. Oh yeah, there was something else. Glendale also happened, which, believe it or not, actually got delisted from Monster Jam's channel. I don't know if it's backed up yet. I'll have to check. Because if not, then we're in trouble.
Unfortunately.
I'll just double check real quick. Because Glendale did happen. Oh, we do have a stadium show this week. Oh, wait.
Oh.
Huh? We have Cleveland this week, but we also have East Rutherford. Bizarre. Is that one of the shows that's not doesn't have a live streaming broadcast?
I guess.
You know what's funny? They only listed Greens South Haven for. Oh, they listed all of South Haven events. So, yeah.
Hmm.
So the last event we've seen from East, from Stadium Series East, was all the way back in Atlanta. And that's crazy.
Very.
So this will be the first time these guys get to rip up the track.
This is gonna be good.
Now we're on to the next part of, which is the champions from our series. We have 5 new champions.
Mm-hmm.
An honorable mention to one that showed up, but that was here for most of the show, but had quit. So we'll get into that one last. First, let's take care of Stadium Series Orange.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? We were in the home of Tom Mentz.
Yep.
Inside of Paxton, Illinois.
And believe it or not, Tom Mentz's backyard.
Yes. But
Gotta
there
love
was,
it.
I know as well, there's some other venues that had trouble with this, but Xavier forgot to put the staging lights in for the remaining stops.
That's my fault.
It's fine. Racing here in Tom Mentz's backyard. Do you guys remember who won that?
That would be Joe Dennis.
So Catnap picked up the win. And
Yep.
here's the thing, though. We had a little bit of a situation. A couple of the final stops, a couple of these we could not do skills on. That being Stadium Red and Orange. So, hence, me and Xavier and I had come to the agreement to make it double points. To make up for skills.
Yep.
So, instead of getting 22 points, your max racing total will be, and freestyle totals will be 44 points each. Granting, adding those up will add 88 points altogether if you won both. And your freestyle winner inside of Tom Mentz's backyard in Men's Jam was...
Hold on. Gotta pull out the points here. That would go to Morgan Kane.
So Jetix picked up the freestyle win. Catnap would get the overall points. And our final standings are as follows. Well, we're going to go fifth place up that the ones that... Actually, no, we won't. Because you all know who everywhere... mostly the top 5 are champions. So I will make notes on non-champions that made it in. So instead of saying, oh, Brian Anderson won the series, which he did, he's already locked in because of his past championships. So is Jim Cole and Avenger. The notable 5 that made it in without a world championship are as follows.
Joe Dennis and Catnap.
Catnap.
Yep.
Let's see. Ryan Vargas and Stolas.
Deserved, honestly.
Agreed.
Michaela Tolochka and Shock.
Shocker.
Uh, is there any? There's two more I know of.
Joe Foley.
Yeah, yes, Monster Jam Fire Rescue. And the last notable one that is not a world champion is, well, besides Octavia, because she's, yes, Luna. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was what I was missing. And obviously everyone else who's already locked in. But we had to up the field size a little bit because for some reason, when Xavier and I were working on the list, I guess we overcalculated a little bit. Instead of 77, we're going to get 82. Well, 81 in the main field and one LCQ winner.
Yep.
That was our fault. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so since you guys are going to watch a whole freaking RMJ World Finals movie, basically.
Yeah. I hope y'all are excited for it because it's our biggest one.
Oh, yeah.
Be intrigued. So this will be interesting.
Next, let's tackle Stadium Series Green. Believe it or not, we actually went to the first ever Rings of Rod Stadium ever created.
Squishy Stadium.
Yes, for those of you who don't remember, and for those of you who don't know this history, this was the first ever stadium that Rings of Rod's ever had, created by the folks at Box 4.
Mm-hmm.
It was so cool to actually see the stadium in action. But the problem was, I guess freestyle got a little too chaotic for us.
Yeah, you think?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Let's start with the obvious ones. Racing.
Surprisingly, that actually went to Brandon Telechka.
Inside of Lucas Oil on the edge.
Yep.
But who finished second? Jacob Ladwig and Tui. This points chase was close between Jacob and John Zimmer Jr. Next up was two-wheel skills. This track was a lot trickier for two-wheel skills because these ramps are a lot steeper.
Oh, yeah.
Than some of our usual hits. But there was one truck that stood above the rest. Xavier, who was said truck?
That goes to Mark McDonald.
In the IMP van, representing the Helliverse. Good job, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Freestyles where things got interesting.
Uh-huh.
The track was a lot trickier to freestyle on because you don't know what to expect.
Yeah.
But we did have a winner. Xavier, announce who the winner was.
Bobby Parr and Bobby Bearhug.
There you go.
You genuinely love to see that.
And now, remind me, who was the overall coming out of that show?
Surprisingly, I think it was...
Julian, I think, still has the points from that.
Yeah.
I do, yes. The overall from that was As I trace back. Oh yeah, I went to IMP.
So IMP won the overall.
Yep.
But unfortunately, they are not in World Finals. I don't know if they're in LCQ. But
they're in 12th.
okay, so they just missed out.
Yeah.
What normally would be LCQ spot. But however, there was a couple lock-ins, of course, that being John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity and Colette Davis in Crafty Form. Hence, IMP is in LCQ.
Yep.
And the 5 notable trucks that are in the World Finals are the series champion, Jacob Ladwig in Tui, who honestly we did not expect him to have such a good season.
But here we are.
Who were the other 4, you guys, that were not championship? Who did not win it? Finals championship but made it in on points?
Okay, so after Tui would be Devastator.
Devastator. That's the first time that truck's in the World Finals, by the way.
Indeed.
Then was Bobby, which you love to see.
Yes, and her new driver will debut at the World Finals in place of Bobby Carr because he will be re-unveiling Suzuki.
Yeah, that'll be interesting. So after Bobby was
I know.
Crafty, then after Crafty was generally Bars.
So David Oldford made it, so as well. So that would be 4. There was one more that made it. That was an automatic lock.
Surprisingly, the underdog himself, Jared McNeil, Raising Cane.
There you go. That's it for Squishy. Up next, we head to Stadium Series Blue, where it was a battle between 3 drivers for the series title. All don't have automatic locks, except for one. Angelina Knock in the General Lee, Jared Eichelberger in Jetix, and Colton Eichelberger in Max D. Let's get into racing.
Let me check real quick.
It was so close.
It really was.
But your racing winner was Zach Winchenbach in Lumberjack. Holding off a hard charging Cody Saucier in Zombie. The points leader, Colton Eichelberger, got penalized racing against Zombie in round 2. Hence why he lost. Into 2-wheel skills now. Gotta say, Xavier, this track was very tricky for skills.
Oh yeah.
But
let's see who won the skills competition.
The skills competition was won by Julia. Do you have the skills points, because I don't see them?
Let me go back here. Okay.
You have to scroll a bit, probably.
Okay, here we are. Skills, right?
Yes, skills.
In Phoenix, that was won by back. Oh, wild side. Okay.
Yeah, Zach Garner waited all the way to the last stop to get a win.
Yep.
hmm
It didn't help him much because the World Finals 25 runner-up from racing against John Zimmer Jr. is not going back to World Finals.
Nope.
Bear that in mind. Freestyle in Phoenix. This was a tough track.
That was won by the General.
So Angelina Knock picked up the win, but was it enough to win the series?
The answer is
Unfortunately, it was
no.
not. It was close though,
It was close.
but not enough. Cole Eichelberger won the series and gets an automatic berth in the World Finals.
Yep.
So he is one of the trucks that does not have a World Championship, but gets an automatic lock
Indeed.
for winning. So Max D is one. The General's automatic lock, so he's safe. So she's safe. Sorry, which means the plan I had for the Buddy Thunderstruck truck, which will be Buddy's semi, will be happening. So that's good. And what else here? The third lock-in was Jared Eichelberger and Jetix, which is very nice to see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, I said two because it's two that don't have a world championship. Angelina doesn't have one either, but she won. She was in the top 5 of Path of Destruction from 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Hence why I did not say that she was in via the series. In the place afterward,
We have
who is
Jared.
next? After Jared
We have-
Eichelberger.
All right, Jetix.
Surprisingly?
After Jetix was Lumberjack.
So Zach Winchenbach is in the main field again for the second year in a row, might I add. And
Was he?
Lumberjack, that's what he said.
He wasn't in World Finals last year, dude. That was his dad.
Oh, I could have swore he was.
Nope. He was in the LCQ last year.
Oh, that's right, he was. So he gets a main field berth this year. Sorry, my fault.
Finally. Finally for this young man's career.
So we'll see Lumberjack, Jetix, Max D. Who were the other two that got locked in based on?
Gravedigger, Gary Porter, and Overboard, Chad Tingler.
Yeah, Overboard cashed in last year because he got missed during the 2024 World Finals because Xavier forgot to add in the champion for that one. So I already discussed with Xavier, and we agreed to lock him in for 2025 because of the mishap.
Yeah.
Oh no, you guys, and of course one of the fan vote winners. The fan vote winner for this series, Rosalie Raymer, Wildflowers, also in World Finals.
Mm-hmm.
Bear that in mind too. Stadium Series Red took us to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the Lincoln Financial Field.
Mm-hmm.
The points chase was very crucial Chelsea Van Cleve and Kurt Kramer were separated by 6 points coming into this event. And racing had a very shocking upset winner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Remind me who won racing, fellas?
Racing was Sinistar.
Kylie Kent picked up the win.
Mm-hmm.
You'll love to see it. And freestyle, believe it or not, was won by the first truck out. Jimmy Cretin and Bounty Hunter.
Mm-hmm.
He picked up the win after going out first and no one could top him.
Yeah.
You'll
Which
love
is
to
very
see it.
surprising. But at the
The
end of the
last
day,
one that I think that did that was Vendetta.
yes, when he went for has a world record. 'Cause he still technically has it because he went out first and led the entire show. Anyway, points shake out in Raby's favor. Raby won the series by 4 points over Kurt Kramer Redemption.
I think your math is mathing out wrong. She won about
3 points. I was close. Pretty darn close.
I don't know.
Anyway, as I was saying, Raby won the series. Redemption finished second. So those two get automatic berths into the World Finals because they are not world champions. But Kurt Kramer was a past Young Gun Shootout champion. But that don't matter right now because he won main field.
Mm-hmm.
In third place,
Dawn Cretin.
Scarlett Bandit, the 2008 freestyle champion. She has an automatic that.
Mm-hmm. Max D is fourth.
Craig Christensen. So Craig will be making his World Finals return for the first time since 2008. 18 years of the making.
And last but not least, surprisingly, Miss Haley Golly and Gravedigger.
Yeah.
Yes, but remember, that's 4 lock-ins that don't have world championships. You got to go down to 6th place.
I know. And it's Team Hot Wheels that's number 6.
That's Scott Buto. And also we have one more berth because Luna has exercised her right as the main winner of the All-Star Challenge from 2025 from Team Monsters, that she is allowed to bring one extra truck into the main field. And the truck she selected, Lacey Blair in Hoppy Hopscotch.
Which, I ain't gonna lie, that's very well deserved, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think Luna saw the potential and wanted to reward that effort.
I mean, she is a Team Overboard driver, for crying out loud.
That's
And you know how Team Overboard can go.
And that is it for Series Red. Finally, Series Neon. This one was a little rushed because, again, like I said, the same hellhound that I mentioned earlier wanted the production to go faster.
What are you doing down there, Julian? You were literally just raising your hand up slowly, like you were raising something up.
Uh,
I was meaning to point at Sunny because again, wife issues. Guys.
He's on the other side. You were
Well,
pointing
I
at
can
me.
tell from where I'm looking, he's on this side. Shish.
yeah, the StreamYard's so freaking weird.
Jesus.
Jay, you're telling me.
Anyway, Pontiac. Racing was won by Josh Baumgartner in Bigfoot. Well deserved.
Defeating Bigfoot's arch rival, Gravedigger.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Because Xavier's freaking tournament maker challenge broke, I had to do points the hard way.
Pause on that one.
I meant, never mind. There's no way of getting around it. Dang it. But I had to literally go look at the races and do the points manually. That's better.
Okay.
Way better.
Way better. Because that first part sounded sus.
Anyway, Two Wheel Skills was won by Darren Schnell in Pizzarelli, filling in for the recently fired Garrett Christensen and Redneck Ranger. Well deserved. And then we're on to freestyle. We had a situation occur. The first run out, no joke. Brandon Vincent scored horribly.
Oh, yeah.
And finished last.
He sucked so bad in that
He
show.
sucked so bad that actually blew the series championship.
It was like that one scene from that one Adam Sandler movie. You blew it!
Literally.
So Brandon Vincent dropped from first to third. Which sucked badly. But he has an automatic berth, so he gets skipped. But that's not who we're talking about. It's the top four. The four past the two top ahead of Vincent, and the two below Vincent. Well, the three below Vincent. Sorry, points. But that's not freestyle. Real quick before I forget, who won freestyle?
Misfire.
Yes. Brooke Pagliarulo and Misfire won freestyle. Points. They shook out a little differently. Because Brandon Vincent sucks so bad in freestyle, like I said, dropped from first to third. Who did that open the door to? Darren Schnell and Pizzarelli, filling in for Garrett Christensen and Redneck Ranger, picking up the series victory. Albeit I know it's not ideal for Fizz to win it that way, but because of what had occurred prior, I felt like it was time to at least give a reward out to somebody who's to a robot clown demon who works his ass very hard at making sure we get our drivers and everything for today.
I try, but I'll take it, I guess.
Hey, there you heard him. Fizz. Anyway, the one who finished second, I believe, was Preston Perez and Velociraptor.
You are
You are
correct.
correct.
Why the? We just said that at
Third
the
place.
exact same time.
All
Well
right.
done, guys. Third place was Brandon Benson and Maxi, as I mentioned, because he dropped. Fourth place,
Spyro.
Justin Hicks and Spyro, so we'll see him back. I believe it's like for what, the fourth year in a row for
Yes.
I think
Spyro?
so.
And surprisingly, he still hasn't won a world championship. Maybe this could be the year.
We'll find out. And fifth place,
Surprisingly, CVH Gravedigger.
okay. That's five, remember.
Mhm.
And also, Devin Winfield is locked into the World Finals as well because he has the past champions clause because of the truck. Gravedigger, the legend. So, who does that leave in below Gravedigger? Because actually, wait, his wait, his Velociraptor, Spyro, Gravedigger. Who would be the fifth one that gets in without the champion
Bigfoot.
berth? Josh Bumgarner,
Sixth
Bigfoot.
place
Okay,
was Bigfoot.
okay. So there you go. Bigfoot's in the main field.
Mhm.
He did just enough to get into the main field. And that is it for series champions and everything. And before I'm not going to sign off the podcast just yet because there's a few things we are still going to be talking about. Um, but first of all, I want to say thank you so much for supporting all three of us this season. You fans
Mm-hmm.
have made RORMJ more and more popular by the day. When Xavier started this new channel, replacement channel for the old one he lost, you guys gained it from, what was it, 50 from 2025?
Yep.
Thought so.
All the way to 148. You guys really helped Xavier get almost 100 subscribers back that he had. Thank you all so much for helping get Xavier up to his current subscriber count, which is 148. And also, I want to take a moment to thank all you fans for supporting my channel. I mean, you guys, you crushed my goal of 250 by June. I'm at 255 subscribers now.
You know,
And
the ironic thing, now that I'm thinking about it and looking back, uh, the old channel actually, it actually has 214 now. Ironic.
oh,
Or the second channel, that is, but I'm unsure.
well, at least
Okay.
it's catching up.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yep.
But but from the bottom of all of our hearts, thank you all so much for supporting us.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, we also have a couple of other announcements to regard as well. Um, of course, we have our news segment, which we just went over the regular news, but we also have product news to go over too here very soon. Is there, I believe, let me think here. Oh, yeah, we do have some stuff. So, we have a couple of news weeklies to catch up on. Pretty much, Wreck and Wolf was featured more than once, which is a Team Hot Wheels monster truck. I got the model so bad. But that's not the main focus I want to talk about. The main focus I want to talk about is something related to Greenlight in their Kings of Crunch series. I know it's weird for me to mention Kings of Crunch, but we have some juicy stuff here. Are you guys ready to find? This is what we're going to talk about today. Just basic Kings of Crunch. From Greenlight. No, not Burger King, by the way. I'm serious. Like Kings of Crunch, the monster truck.
Lots of these kingdoms.
And these are the confirmed trucks for Series 17. You see that? Up first, we have Behemoth. Behemoth is coming to Kings of Crunch. The next truck we're going to talk about is Excavator. The next truck we're going to talk about is Warlord. The next truck we're going to talk about is the original Troublemaker. These 4 trucks are currently confirmed.
Okay.
Okay, and the next one, real quick before we get into the surprise one. Let me turn the camera. Oops. Let me turn the camera back around. Star Monster. And for those of you who don't know, Star Monster is actually one of the Leaper trucks you can get in ROR. Now, on to the surprise truck. This is... So, here's the thing. I just discovered this. So, they had partnered with a current Monster Jam team, and we are getting a modern monster truck from these guys. You guys want to find out who we're getting?
Intrigued.
Real quick, before I reveal, do you have a guess on who? If not, that's okay. I wanted to ask.
No.
Okay, Xavier doesn't.
I ain't got it.
Okay. The new truck joining the line is...
Oh.
Yes.
Spire. This is interesting because this is Greenlight's first attempt at a modern monster truck. They've done retro ones before. I'll just go over Neon Smashers briefly. But there is one... Except I do not want to get caught with a freaking ad from Honda. Because if I play that, I'm freaking screwed. Oh yeah, don't mind me. I kept the background picture from Xavier's 2026 draft.
Figured.
Yeah.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so here is the accessory in question. Take a look on the back of Hotweiler. Do you guys see what I see?
A flag.
Flags. 2 of them. That can mean one thing. People can finally make an accurate built Ford Tough Blue Thunder from back in the day.
That is true. That is if you have the old versions of those, but yeah.
And now for all you podcast viewers, you know how good I am at reviewing overdriven news right here on the channel, so I'm going to do that as well. So we have 3 new tracks. We have 3 new tracks in the game. Those being Snapdragon Stadium in San Diego, Miami, Oklahoma at the Miami Fairgrounds. Very excited for that. And our final venue is Grand Forks, North Dakota. And now, what was the name? Now let me show you the trucks in question. So the first secret truck you can get from, this is the truck you get from San Diego. Pyromaniac. It's a simple Ford pickup body. And also, if you guys want to see the track, ignore the trucks in the background. There you go. They use the 2026 style. Anyway, next up here's Miami, Oklahoma. And the truck in question you'll collect from this one, Cornhusker. And finally, here's Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Oh, yes. Legendary track.
Now, what truck do you get from this one? A Chevy Chevelle known as Black Magic.
I've heard that name before.
Yes. Now on to the new trucks that were added. First up, Mixed Up. We kind of expected this one.
Yeah, ever since it got revealed, I kind of expected that would be made for a lot of platforms.
Yeah.
Up next, believe it or not, Little Miss Dangerous. We didn't get Little Miss Madness. We didn't get Little Miss Madness, but we got Little Miss Dangerous.
Yeah, I still prefer the old name.
I agree.
Yeah.
Up next, Airborne Ranger.
One day we'll have that truck again in RORMJ, I'd say.
But here's the thing. The creator of the video, Weston Racing, he doesn't know about this body running. But the thing is, I know it ran. And I think Xavier knows it ran.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Next up, believe it or not, Firemouth.
That's a good
We
point.
wound up getting Firemouth, which is very nice. This truck was long overdue, too. Cowboy. It was long overdue.
Course. Of course.
And finally, Hooligan.
Yes.
Now on to new paint schemes. This monstrosity, we talked about this on the podcast earlier in the week. I mean, a couple weeks ago. On Zombie Stars and Stripes. I'm still not a fan of this scheme.
I mean,
And I'm
it's
sorry to
alright.
say.
But
Hardy Mayhem.
simple but effective.
I'm sorry, but I'm also not a fan of this scheme. I'm really not. I really wish they would have switched the placement of the Mayhem logo and the Hardy logo. If they would have done that, that would have been so cool.
Yeah.
But they didn't. Up next, Bigfoot Vicor. Sorry about the glare, fellas, because it's the photo that Weston provided. Everyone calls this Move Foot because it looks like a cow.
Or cowfoot.
Yeah. Anyway, next up, Charlie's Angels Bigfoot.
Mm.
Oh.
It's a very nice Bigfoot design.
I agree.
And, of course, Crush Out Cancer Bigfoot.
Gotta love this one. Respect.
Yeah.
And, of course, as soon as Zach Garner revealed this Wild Side, we would get it in the games. And guess what? We predicted it first. Let's go.
Yeah.
Eat your heart out, Feld.
If you know, you know.
Up next, we have the Overdriven Generic Truck. And no, this is not a secret truck. This is a truck that you can actually drive in-game. It got a new paint scheme. And the two more paint schemes for us. Well, this one kind of blows the World Finals scheme. But yeah, this is the throwback I selected for Mark Hall and Raminator.
It was in the LCQ.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
And the final truck is Ramunition with this design.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
This was my other pick for the other Ramdemption design, but I'm kind of glad I didn't go with it. And also, in other news, Raising Cane has bought the rights back to Exterminator. So they bought Boss Gator back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Honestly, the name Boss Gator just didn't work for me. I'm glad we got Exterminator back.
Yeah, the name Boss Gator just sucked.
Even though it was a original monster truck name.
Yeah,
But
but if you're asking people in the modern day, what name would they remember more, Boss Gator or Exterminator?
A lot of retro people would say, "Oh, Boss Gator," because it was the blah blah blah. Us liberals know it better. Exterminator is fondly remembered.
Obvious.
I remember watching Speed in 2013, and I saw Exterminator get debuted. and I was in love with the design. The ram body, but with the gator look, it just screamed amazing. It just screamed an amazing look.
That's yeah. But I remember when it debuted that new 3D look. Man, the first time seeing that was, I want to say monumental, but also sort of generational. Because I mean, it was just unique. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, we had more IRL news occur. So, as I had mentioned earlier as well, Blake Granger was fired and switched out with Geneva Keller and Ryan Vargas. Not to mention, Matt Cody also got injured in that same show.
Oh yeah.
So he's out too. And so the driver that's taken over Gravedigger for the next show is Charlie Falken. Good pull from Feld, at least. A good pull from them, at least. Considering they just lost Blake Granger. Still salty about it.
Also, their Instagram comments on all the recent posts is completely flooded with the Blake Granger comments. And honestly, I don't blame the people one bit.
I don't either. Then we have two more replacements that got announced. The first one was related to Team Throttle Monster. Supposedly, Cliff Turner has left the team.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
So, I guess Travis Hall is taking over the rest of the season. And there was one more change that occurred. I don't remember. You might need to look up the show for lineup for the next show for the Arena series. I believe it's not Freestyle Mania because that's Weston series. Where was Arena West? You guys might need to look up for that one.
Arena Series West?
Yes, because there was 4 trucks that got swapped. I know there was 4 changes.
Champion Series
Because,
West.
like I was saying, I know Blake Granger got switched out for Ryan Vargas in points, but Geneva Keller's playing this weekend. Because literally over half of the lineup was changed. I know there was somebody else who just got switched.
Yeah, I'll fact check. Travis Hall replaces Cliff. Okay.
Yeah. That's one. Charlie Pauken is filling in for Matt Cody because he got injured. Ryan Vargas and Geneva Keller
and yeah,
will be running points. There was one more truck. I know there was 4 that were announced. I saw the information on Gravedigger 2005 Discord server. Also, before I forget, please head to our merch store to get our special memorabilia dedicated to all the trucks that we have had this year.
Considering the amount of stuff that they are now adding more to, variety, you can expect a lot more additions very, very soon.
So please just, Julian, please make sure you get it into the description this time because I've checked every podcast video. You didn't get it still.
I mean, I can only put it in the comments. I can't put it in descriptions, mate.
Oh yeah, sorry. Make sure you put it in the comments.
Can do.
Because every time it doesn't show up.
Yeah, I'll have it in.
As far as everything else goes, I believe that's it in regards until, I find out. I don't know if there's anything else.
Not that I'm aware.
Yeah, not really. I don't have anything else to speak on, I don't think.
All right, then. Well, I guess we'll call the podcast here then. Thank you all so much for tuning in for the season, this entire season. So, congratulations to all of our champions. And you won't see another upload from us for a while until World Finals. So the format we're going to do is I'm going to do the podcast for the paint scheme reveal because that's where the pit party will be, which will take place next week. Then Xavier and I will do qualifying during that time. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do qualifying after the pit party and such. So qualifying will get done. And then the last couple things are after qualifying, it'll be sorry, I messed up. It'll be the last chance qualifier first after the pit party. Then the LC, then after the last chance qualifier is completed, then it'll be regular qualifying, and then day one activities will be high jump and best trick, and racing and freestyle. I'm actually thinking about switching it back. So I'm going to do racing on I think I'm going to do racing day one again because I really think that was a lot easier.
Yeah.
Get the. So I'm gonna do racing day 1 and high jump day 1,
All right.
Sounds
and then
fine
best
then.
trick and freestyle. I think that's how I'll do it.
All right.
I know it's a slight change, but I'm willing to make this one. So there you go. That's it.
Yeah.
So next week you'll see us once again for the paint scheme reveals, and I will be bringing a special guest podcaster with us to rank the paint schemes this year. This year we'll have a ranking system. The winner of the paint scheme reveals will actually get put onto the merch store. That's the prize they'll get. The one that has the best paint scheme, Julian will add it to the merch store.
That I can do.
All right.
Other than that, that is it for us. Thank you always to Julian and Xavier for being here. This has been an amazing season, regular season of Rigs of Rod's Monster Jam. We'll be back here next week to reveal paint schemes, and then after that, the podcast will be dormant until after World Finals. So until then, this has been Nazir County 03, aka Sonny Englehart, Xavier Willix, and Julian Shazer. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you all next time.